Hey all, this is A12 Boku coming at you with another movie review, and I'm coming at you with lots of paper, but another episode of. Jeez, what is that thing is? So, another episode of Legion of Superheroes, the complete series. Episode. Let's see, well, I think it would be episode 8. I didn't put the number down, but Lightning Storm is what it's called. And geez, I'm going to try to stay in front of that so that glare is not too bad. But yeah, it is Lightning Storm. And with this one, it's where the League is starting off fighting a giant squid. It really is, unique. They're fighting this giant squid monster, trying to save these pilots being attacked from it. The League are having their own troubles, bouncing boys in the ship trying to shoot at it. It's not having any effect. Triplicate girls trying to help him fly. She and her triplets are trying to do what they can, but can't. Superman, Phantom Girl, Lightning Lad, Colossal Boy, and everybody else is, caught in the squid's grasp. All of a sudden, you have this team come out of nowhere. Wrote it down here. What's that team's name? The team is let's see, I thought I wrote it down here. Thought I wrote it down. What did I, let's see. I think it's the light speed or the lightning speed league or something like that. I forget. I thought I wrote it down. I swear I put it down here, but I just see a bunch of lightning lad's name, and I must have missed it. But what happened is that this new league or heroes come out of nowhere. They attack the squid, destroy it. Superman thanks them for their help, and the one hero whose name is Tyr who looks like a red, Roman legionnaire, says, oh, well, you guys could do one thing, and Clark's all optimistic, and he's like, what? You guys could clean up this mess, and Clark's like, oh, like, a little taken aback. Then, they get into the ship, they fly away. Triplicate Girl and Phantom Girl are sort of staring at the boys with this sort of mystified look, because they know the boys have been impressed with this new league. Also, the fact that they're heading to this diner, which is, very guyish, it's very mannish, and, Triplicate Girl and Phantom Girl know the score, and they get the idea of what's going on. Lightning Lad's trying to hide it. Bouncing Boy and Superman are doing no reason to hide it. They're just being guys as usual. They start to eat food. Bouncing Boy does his usual antics. The group's having fun. You have, Lightning Lad sees the other group there. Like I said, the Lightning Speed Force or whatever they are, and he wants to go talk to them. Phantom Girl basically just says, why don't you go over there and talk to them? Lightning Lad is still put off by it, but he eventually does. And then you have Tyr and some of the other league members ignore him for a while of their group, but then they, give him a card to go along, and they say, well, hey, do you want to play in the kiddie pool or something to that nature for a while? And then they leave Lightning Lad to his vices. Lightning Lad goes back. He sees there's all these, weird new applicants there that Bouncy Boy wants to try out, and, the league are just sort of put off by him. They just look like a bunch of weird aliens, kids who could do strange things. Like one kid, got his name here. His name is, Breath Boy. He can hold his breath for a long time, and the league sadly forgot about him when Superman asks him to show his stuff, and because they get a call to help out somebody later in the episode, but Breath Boy is just like, but they're like that, but he's more exaggerated, and his face is all huge, so it's really funny. But they leave him there, and they go to fight whatever they need to fight. But anyway, Lightning Lad sees this, and nonplussed by it. He actually feels really sad by it, thinking that maybe there's something else. Because, Lightning Lad wants to make a difference. He wants to make sure they're protecting people. And sometimes he has looked at the League of Superheroes in the past as a bit of a joke, as you can tell by how he's, reacted to things. And sure enough, he sees the subscription on the back of the card. He goes through a portal and he goes to it, to where he finds everybody there. And this Lightning Speed League's names, their characters are, let's see, shoot, there was a little thing that fell. I didn't write them on the little one. They're on this one here, but let's see, find it here. Oh yeah, it's Ron Carr. There's a girl who's like Medusa, from Marvel. What is it? Jarek has the name of it, but I don't remember. There's her. There's also Esper. Let's see. Ron Carr, Esper, Tyr, and Hunter. And they're all in this group together. They're excited that he came. And then all of a sudden his brother, Meckt Rannz, comes out of nowhere and is happy that he came. And, he's a little put off by Meckt, but he decides to join, tells the League that he's not fully leaving the League of Superheroes, but he wants to join a new group. He has, or no, not he, but Phantom Girl has a bad vibe at this group, and she has Superman and Timberwolf. Timberwolf, who's excited to go, this is why he goes with, go to make sure that Lightning Lad's okay, so they watch him for a distance. Lightning Lad joins Meckt Rannz, his brother, and all the other new League members, and they go to fight off, or to protect this group of people from Sand Raiders. And, they defeat the Sand Raiders. There's this big machine Sand Raider or whatnot that's fighting them. Lightning Lad, they want him to do it by himself. Lightning Lad's a little taken aback, but he goes for it. But you have Timberwolf and Superman show up to help take him down. Lightning Lad's put off by this, yells at Timberwolf and Superman for helping out. But they go onward to continue. And as they do, you can imagine that, Tyr comes up to one of the members they helped out and says, here's the bill. And he's like, the bill? Why is there a bill? This is outrageous. We can't pay a bill. And, Lightning Lad's like, we're billing them? I thought we were heroes. We do this for free and, we get paid by other means. And Tyr basically looks at him and says, who said we were heroes? And Meckt Rannz, consoles him saying, hey, bro, don't worry about it. It won't get that bad. We'll figure this out. And then he leaves. And then all of a sudden, you have this thing where, time goes by, Lightning Lad's still with, the Lightning Speed League or whatever they're called again. And you have it where, Lightning Lad's a little bored. He wants to help out. They should be helping people. He says, Meckt Rannz's brother says, that's not how it goes. We got to wait and see for certain things to happen. All of a sudden, Tyr gets a message saying that one business group who didn't pay up against the Sand Raiders, refuses to pay. So they were going to pay them a visit. And basically, they're hijacking them, sabotaging them, and forcing them to pay the money, or else they're going to lose all their goods, and Meckt Rannz and his men are going to take the goods for their own purposes. The League also finds out about this and interferes. You have Bouncy Boy and Triplicate Girl again together, and you have Timberwolf, Phantom Girl, and Superman fighting off some of the members as well, and it becomes this huge thing to where there's this huge tussle and fight, which is actually pretty cool and well done. Lightning Lad, right before this thing begins, tells his brother, I'm not comfortable with this. We should be helping people. We shouldn't be forcing to hurt them or to, just take money from them. We shouldn't be mercenaries. We should be heroes. Nobody takes well to this, and then that's what causes this whole fight between all of them. And it's a huge fight with everybody taking on each other. And basically, as you can imagine, the heroes do get the win. However, there's this huge, lightning fight between Meckt Rannz and Lightning Lad to where, they're fighting one another and they're going back and forth. And all of a sudden, they're both, having blows, they're, tied, and then Lightning Lad gets a little bit ahead of Meckt Rannz. Meckt Rannz fires back against Lightning Lad, and they're just going back and forth. And then I forgot what happened, but I think Lightning Lad missed a lightning move against his brother Meckt Rannz. Meckt Rannz hits him, and then he goes careening into a a radio tower or something, but it falls on Lightning Lad. Lightning Lad's okay, but he can't get up, and he's caught between the rubble of this tower. And Meckt Rannz, is lighting up his lightning, but he stops, and all of a sudden, Lightning Lad goes, well, why aren't you finishing me off? Just do it. And Meckt Rannz goes, I like it when you owe me one. But you know what? This is your one and only warning, little brother. You get in my way again. And then he just, slaps his hands with the lightning together to basically say that, hey, I'll kill you. There was also a thing I forgot to mention when Lightning Lad joins the group. Esper, she gleans some of the memories of Lightning Lad to where she saw when they were kids, there was this lightning beast, and, Meckt got in front of it, was trying to fend it off with like a stick or a branch, and, you had, it looked like they had a sister, but you had their sister and Lightning Lad, it looks like running off, and then you saw the lightning beast, shock, and that's how we find out how Meckt Rannz and Lightning Lad got their powers, is from that lightning beast. I guess Meckt got the full blast, and Lightning Lad got the partial blast, and Meckt's like, my lightning power's stronger than yours, so you can't beat me, but, I would say they're about even, personally. And then, it ends with, Lightning Lad going back to the League. He's actually shocked they're taking him back. Superman says, hey, as far as I'm concerned, you never left. And while he's going back, you have Lightning Lad on his thoughts. I'm betting he's thinking about his brother more than likely. And then you have Phantom Girl, consoling him and telling him, if you ever need to talk or you're a part of this team, and, you were pretty cool with that whole thing. And, he feels happy that he's back in the League. There's also a little relationship thing starting with Bouncing Boy and Triplica Girl, because Triplica Girl thought what Bouncing Boy did when they were fighting Ron Carr and the Medusa Lady and the ship was really cool, and that whole battle was awesome. And, basically they thought they had a big ship with weapons. Bouncing Boy used his technique to fly the ship, and the League's quick little fighter to, dismantle and destroy them. Plus, they also had powerful weapons on that in their own right, so that was cool. So, that became part of some really good lore as well, which was awesome. And to basically give a quick thing here for the actors. Let's see, for this one, it's really hard again, but I have to definitely give it to, there's actually a few people in this one I'd give it to. Carrie Walgren, Saturn Girl, and Triplicate Girl. Her performance in this was great for those two things, the concern of Saturn Girl, the fun of Triplicate Girl, just very well done for her. Oh, Andy Milder as Lightning Lad is the very top pick. I just thought Andy Milder's whole thing with wanting a new group, seeing his brother, trying to make it work with his brother and stuff, him and his memories and reminiscing were really well done. Andy Milder, I think, killed it and knocked it out of the park. James Arnold Taylor, who played Meckt Rannz, again, I swear there was a thing where he didn't fully become a villain in this somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was rethinking what I wanted because I like Meckt Rannz as a villain, but I'm gonna still say Meckt Rannz is a good villain / anti-hero. And again, I wonder if he didn't do what he did to his brother because he still loves him in his own way. Maybe he won't admit it, but it's like the classic brother jealousy between each other and the brother rivalry. It's just that friendly. It's more boom boom boom, which some brothers are. And, James Arnold Taylor plays that so well in this. And then I have to give it to Carrie Payton, who played Tyr and Hunter. It was just so well done in this one for Carrie Payton. He just played a seething villain, muscle, and bad guy in this one. It was just really well done. And me and both Jarek knew it right away. We're like, hey, that sounds like Cyborg. And we were right. It's Carrie Payton doing the voice of Tyr. And it was just so well done. So those are my best voices. And overall, what did you guys think of this episode? Did you like it? Have you guys seen Legion of Superheroes? Do you know this cartoon? Again, leave a thing down below. Just let me know, and we will talk to you guys again later. Until then, this is 012 coming at you with another short review. Sorry it was a little longer this time, but hey, I'll speak to you guys again.